30 hits of LSD. Here's what happened is, I was working at this coffee shop back like 10 years ago on Mill Avenue in Tempe. And at the end of the night, I would put all the pastries and shit outside next to the dumpster instead of throwing them in the dumpster so all the homeless kids could go and, pick through them and shit. And I wasn't supposed to. You're supposed to throw them in the dumpster and lock the dumpster, but I said, fuck that. Because they're always gone in the morning by the time the boss got home, or got to work, so. Anyway, I was walking down, gonna catch the bus, and this hippie guy comes up to me, and I don't remember his name, but I'm familiar with his face. He's like, thanks, man, for the fucking food all the time, And he was high as fuck. He's like, you want a fucking trip tonight, man? I was like, I was off for the next day or two, so I was like, sure, man. He's like, open your mouth. And stupidly I did, and he had an eyedropper, and he squirted a bunch of fucking acid in my mouth. Like, I could feel it. And you're not supposed to. I could feel the shit running down the back of my throat. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? He's like, oh man, you're gonna be high. That was like 20 or 30 hits of acid, man. And he was right, because I used to, back when I sold acid, I used to use an eyedropper to put the drops on individual hits, and an eyedropper will hold about 20 to 30 hits. So I knew I was in trouble. So my goal was to get back to my house as soon as possible before the shit kicked in, right? Because I didn't know what to expect on that many hits. I'd never taken more than like 3 or 4 at a time. And 3 and 4, you're pretty high. Well, I got on the fucking bus and it kicked in. Usually it takes an hour to kick in and shit. Now it just kicked in like 20 minutes. So I'm kind of fucked. And you know how like when you're on acid, like, shit kind of breathes, the colors are brighter, you see tracers and shit. Not on 20 or 30 hits, you don't. You lose your fucking mind, man. Like I almost went blind. I was hallucinating so hard. I was seeing shit like melt before my eyes. I couldn't read. My whole frame of vision was like constantly shifting like that. I was like, what the fuck? I missed my bus stop because I was high as fuck. I got off the wrong bus stop, and I was only like maybe a mile away from my house, right? But I was so high I couldn't even fucking walk straight, man. I ended up sitting next to the canal, talking to myself until the sun came up. And I peaked for like 5 or 6 hours, man. Not like 1 or 2 hours, like a couple hits. I peaked like at least 5 or 6 hours. I lost all concept of reality and time. It was quite spiritual, and I wasn't really scared because I knew it was just a drug, so I was more worried that I couldn't find my way home, and it took me like 8 hours to find, which should have taken me like 20 minutes, but I made it. And I was high for like 2 days. I kind of started to get worried after a while, because I was like, am I ever gonna not be high again? And so yeah, that was my experience. I don't recommend taking that much LSD. It's probably unhealthy. I don't think I've been right ever since. I got like a tick down.